Yeah, I just learned to see if I can keep this at 4 minutes. I really learned to balance out energies, guys. I talked to you guys about the supplement GABA, slowing down your neurons so that you can act accordingly. I told you guys that I deal with people accordingly. It means that there's no script to how I behave. I deal with every person, place, and thing accordingly. It means that when I get to it, I will deal with it accordingly. Therefore, there's no template. No one can script out what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say to any particular person, place, or I'm behave. I'm not to be figured out like that. I don't know if people. You're not going to figure me out through an algorithm. You're not going to figure me out through what videos I watch on YouTube, because I deal with everything accordingly. It means when I get to it, I will deal with it. There's not going to be any signs of how I'm going to deal with something indirectly. Only directly. That's it. I really learned to balance out my energies. That's why people don't really understand how I'm a jack of all trades. It's because whatever situation I'm in, I don't care if I was boxing, whatever situation I'm in, I'm going to figure out a way on how to balance out those energies. Okay. You know, it's like I'm the kung fu master of life itself. So when you talk about fighting, that's just like one particular thing out of life, like fighting. That's just one thing out of the whole script of life. But I don't want to keep this long. I just really learned how to balance out energies. There are certain days of the week where when everything is moving fast, you have to slow down. Sometimes, and then when everything is moving slow, that's when you move fast. You pick your spots. You don't move fast when everybody else is moving fast. That's when you move slow. You take you wait for to the right moment where the opportunity presents itself, and then that's where you go for it. See, people try to force a lot of things in life when it's and then you end up just looking like everybody else, like trying to get in the mix or trying to get rich or trying to. You might see an opportunity that looks like an opportunity, and it might not be an opportunity. It might just be another test, and you might think it's an opportunity. And you make a fool out of yourself. See, I just really learned how to balance my energies. And in times where I feel like I can't balance, I told you guys about taking GABA. Slow those neurons down. Really think before you speak. Think before you act and stuff like that. I see the people, guys, who cannot balance out their energies. They get into car accidents. I see when the weekend comes, everybody's acting crazy. People you see getting into accidents, those are the people who they can't balance out the energy. They're just like crash test dummies out there. And I'm just 444 as I'm talking, and I'm just sitting back in the cut, just looking at the whole thing like, dang, this is a joke. Like, it's like I'm really am on the outside looking in. But yeah, I just want to close this out, guys. I'm just somebody who learned to balance out my energies. So when people underestimate me in anything about whether I could really box, whether I could take a hit, whether I can do this, man, and that's another thing too. Before I close, you can't live your life trying to prove everything there. I told you guys I'm not an underdog. I'm actually the top dog because I know how to balance out any energy. Any energy you put me in, I can balance it out. That's why I've been everywhere. I've been so many different places and met so many. I just learned how to balance out the energies, man. It's like I was gonna say something. I don't know. I might think of it next video. I feel like I was gonna say something at the end, and I kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Um, That's all I can say. I just learned about. Oh well, I mean, you can't live your life trying to prove everything to everybody. You know, I think that's the point I want to make. You know, because I see these things going on. You know, with the algorithms. You know, about my character. People are gonna spend. People are gonna say, "Can you do it?" You know, you can't spend your whole life trying to prove everything to everybody. If I haven't proved by now to people, you know, they say jack of all trades, master of nothing. Right. One thing I can say I'm a master at is being myself and being authentic. I have mastered that. Other than that, as far as the jack of all trades part, man, I'm telling you, I just deal with everything accordingly. That's my script. It's no secret. People act like I got the secret sauce. No, I don't. I deal with everything accordingly when I get to it, and when I get to it, I will balance out that energy. Whatever it is, whoever I'm talking to, now I'm talking to that person. I don't have no plans. Oh, this is what I'm going to do when I see so and so. It's no plan. I will deal with it accordingly.